Hello and welcome to a behind the scenes look at, well, it had to be done, the Session keyboard and bass player. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've had a look through the manual, but I haven't heard what it sounds like yet. So we're on the same learning journey and discovery. So what I'm going to do is record in, my favourite chord sequence by now, I would have thought. Okay, so now it says when I load up a session player, look, we've got these other options now. Just drummer, bass player, keyboard player. Let's do keyboard player. And what options do we have? 3D broken chords, block chords. Let's go for block chords. Now, I believe this is going to create a default chord progression. Yes, use default chord progression for new regions. Let's see what that is to start with. I assume it's working. I must say, apparently there are a whole bunch of new sounds in here as well, which may not have been downloaded. So it is entirely possible I have started this video too early. But while we're waiting to see what happens, I'm quite intrigued how good this is going to be. So, okay, it's completely ignored the region that I wrote that first bit in. It's put in, okay, so we've got a chord region now, and it's put this progression in. Okay, let's mute and just see what it's done. Okay. If you can't play the piano, I'm sure that's going to be really helpful. How easy is it to change? Can I just double click? I can. Edit chord. Let's go to the major. Okay, right, let's do what were we, so the time chords are A minor, good question, what is it? E minor, okay. Oh, you can double click to get to it as well. G major. And D minor. Okay, that's handy. Once you've got this little edit box up, you can actually just click to go between them. What if I don't want that? And just press delete. Can I change the length? Let's see what it does now. Ah, there we go. So we can grab the end region of that. Can we repeat? Yes. How close can we get it to hands? So we've got, now what we normally do is we play the root and the fifth in the left hand. Okay, so we've got different options here. Maybe try a fixed interval. What if we lower the intensity? What does that do? Lower complexity. Do you know what? That's pretty good, isn't it? So we've got these other options here. So we can create a manual pattern. What's that going to do? So we can humanize or dehumanize. What if we do no dynamics? Okay, that's doing what it said on the tin. Okay. That is doing a manual pattern, which we could then change back to nice. Now, what happens if we bring up the instrument inspector? Okay, so it has chosen this vintage upright for us. Maybe we would want to change that, and you can notice there's new pianos in here. So Steinway, Yamaha and the Bossendorfer are all now in vintage. We've got Squeeze Pop, soft cinematic, Grandma's piano. Very interesting. Okay. And here we can go back to left hand on or off. That's pretty close actually, because we're doing the add fifth. Can you convert to MIDI? Yep. Because the only thing it really got wrong there was going up here. If I can transpose those down. that. That's pretty cool. Now, what if I duplicate with same settings? Is it going to duplicate? Ah, no. So I got the same settings, because what I was thinking was, ooh, can we convert back? We can indeed. Well, it's gone into step sequencer. Is that what I wanted it to do? Ah, no, what I was trying to see was, could I go back to the session player region and would it retain that note change? I don't think so. Okay, so it didn't maintain the edit on going back. Not necessarily a problem. I suppose if you'd spotted something, you would be converting to MIDI and editing it and sticking with it. Because a bit like Drummer, you can just add on a new section at the end. What I was interested in was, could we now that's the left hand, we could now use this one. Okay, so we've got these other settings. What does lyrical chords look like? All plus voice. That's remembering the common tone between chords. Let's see what massive fill complexity sounds like. Oh no, didn't. If I'm changing the left hand, nothing's going to happen. Let's try large range. Okay. That might be cool for giving you some ideas for rhythms, melodies. That is pretty cool. Okay. I think there's plenty there to stick into a Logic Pro tip for next week. So let's see what bass player does. I suppose we should probably wait for this with a sip of lemonade. Perfect. Right, off the bat, what has it done? I wasn't sure about that when it started off, but I quite like it. Now that's seeming too busy now. Okay, that is, I am pretty impressed. First time playing with this. It would be rude not to put a drummer in to see what he can do. I probably didn't mean to choose pop rock there, actually. I was possibly thinking more well, percussion really. No, we don't want to be downloading stuff right now. I will do that when you don't have to watch me do it, because that could be really boring. Okay, let's stick with this. Okay, so things have slightly moved around a bit here. Whoa. Definitely didn't need that happening. And if it did, can we? Well, we could edit the drum kit. By dampening lots of things. Reduce the gain. That's a bit better. And what if I just... Wow. Okay, so that was just Command R, just to see what happens when I repeat it. Seemed to work. Okay, so obviously these you need to keep lined up. Because when it gets hit, I'm assuming it's going to stay on D minor. Put your bets in now. I don't think. Everyone is except that keyboard player. But that's because I've done convert to MIDI. Well, there you go. I think that's interesting. It's definitely going to need to be played around with. I'm not sure you're going to rely on it to actually write an entire track, but in terms of coming up with quick backings, that could be really cool. I'm not sure how much AI it is. I mean, Apple build this as, you know, the AI revolution, but in which case Drummer has been our AI revolution for ages anyway. So some fun stuff to look into there. Obviously there's the reverb effect and the stem splitters that I want to have a look at over the coming weeks as well. I think they're probably worth having a bit more of a read and a practice before I go into them, but I just thought I'd give you my first reactions, because these were the main things that you don't need an M chip for either, so you can get these up and running, assuming you're using Logic in the first place. Anyway, I'll play that as an outro because I think it's quite nice. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always good fun. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.